come leaps and bounds over the years and has progressed quite a lot, and they're not afraid to go toe to toe with the heavyweights of Indian football and players much older to them. Ashir Akhtar just leaves it behind for the goal kick. This is by far the most impressive start in Indian Arrows side have made in the I-League, and just look at how both of them almost sandwich Rudovic on that occasion. He wins the foul, Rudovic, but there's that exciting prospect of these young Indian Arrows players running and closing the spaces for Mohammedan Sporting, which is why Mohammedan Sporting would like to score early on and settle the nerves for themselves. Brandon in a battle with Tyson on that occasion. Vibin. Helen looks to find Parthiv Gogoi, doesn't quite find him. Helen again lifts it forward. Doesn't quite get it on that occasion. Milan Singh gives away the throw-in. Levan Castagna takes the throw-in. Not happy with that decision. Thought he was just pulled back a little bit there, Suhail. Shahir puts it up. Milan Singh just loses control. Levan Castagna, Helen keeps it in possession. Indian Arrows. This is good from the young boys. Levan Castagna flicks it on. This is a good move again. Vibin couldn't quite get it under play. This is Vibin again. And ends up fouling Nikola Stojanovic, who just shrugs off the challenge and gets on with the game. That's more like it from the player that we don't often see. We normally see the players complain about fouls and yellow cards. Stojanovic just gets on with the game. It's all part of it. Indian Arrows, so far in the opening 10 minutes, have gone head-on with this Mohammedan Sporting side. Sajjad to take this throw-in. Over to Lova's head. Ashir Akhtar with the clearance. Headed on by Vibin. This is Sibajit. Sajjad. Good move once again. Beautifully laid down. This is Suhail. Brings it in. This is another chance. That was a good cross in. Parthiv Gogoi will give this chase up against Manoj Muhammad, the experienced left back of Mohammedan Sporting. Does well to win the throw-in. That was a good cross into the box, looking for Parthiv Gogoi, but Manoj Muhammad got back in time. Great turn. Again, fantastically defended by Shaheen over there on that occasion. Does exceedingly well. Mawia to take this goal kick. Plays it short. This is Ashir Akhtar. Milan Singh plays it back to Ashir. Under pressure, being pressed and harassed almost there by Harsh Patre. Stojanovic does well to skip past the first challenge of Suhail. Look at how these young boys are giving it their all. They're not giving any breathing space to the stars of Mohammedan Sporting. This is Milan Singh. Skips past the first challenge. Finds Marcus Joseph, who we've not seen much of so far. This is Fanlal Ramtika, who gives away the free kick. Probably will consider himself a little unlucky on that occasion. Yes, he will, because it didn't look like a free kick to me. Maybe a little frustrated on that occasion. Part of the game. Referees are only human. Hanan to take this free kick. Lifts it forward. Looking for Parthiv Gogoi once again. Stojanovic gives it away. Tries to get it back, gives the throw away to Indian Arrows. This has been an interesting start from Indian Arrows. They've done most of the passing and most of the possession has come in from Indian Arrows Football Club. Very, very impressive to see how this game has been started, and the approach has been so positive from the young boys. But we all know this moment in Sporting side only need a whiff of an opportunity to turn things around. And from then on, taking the lead as they like breaking teams down. But so far, Indian Arrows have held their own. 12 minutes on the clock. Goal. The Boston trying to make his mark and stamp his authority on this game for Mohammedan Sporting. This is Vibin now, and he's quite clearly fouled by Rudovic, and he will probably get a card over there. Andolo Rudovic. No need for that from Andolo Rudovic, who gets into the books of the referee. He's got to be a little careful. That's the first yellow card of the game, and it's gone in favor of Mohammedan Sporting's Andolo Rudovic. Mohammedan Sporting just about shading possession so far, but this is a chance again. Indian Arrows in the box. They're pressing Mohammedan Sporting very, very high up the pitch. But they've got to be a little more creative if they want to break this Mohammedan Sporting side defense. Marcus Joseph gives the ball away. Hanan puts the ball up, but it's gone out for another throw-in. There's that confirmation of the yellow card, and Dela Vudovic, the Bosnian, getting the first yellow card of the match. Chalova to take this throw. Joseph to Stojanovic to Rudovic. Can he keep it in? Rudovic, he does. He's got some space ahead of him. What can he do? Rudovic, he still steps past Stojanovic now. The Serbian takes the shot on, much to the disgust of Marcus Joseph, who felt the ball should have come to him earlier. And he was in quite good position on that left-hand side, Marcus Joseph. A little frustrated with his captain on that occasion. To see the movement of Marcus Joseph, it's almost like he's non-existent in this game. But believe me when I say this Indian Arrows defense toes if they want to keep that man from scoring. They can fire up like a rocket at any point of time. Indian Arrows player down on the ground. Shaheen. Marcus Joseph heads it on to Van Lal. This is Marcus Joseph. I told you about him. Brilliant! Remember the name Marcus Joseph. He's done absolutely nothing in this whole match so far. And like I said before, and Marcus Joseph is not the striker you would want to mess around with from that kind of range. They were going toe-to-toe with this Mohammedan Sporting side, Indian Arrows. But just like that, the experience, the star power, the firepower, Marcus Joseph scoring his 6th goal. But once again, the player which was looking super hot right from the onset was Vanlal Remdika, and he gets his name under the assist sheet. A beautifully laid down ball for Marcus Joseph. Van Lal Ramdika, but Indian Arrows are coming back, and what a chance! Sohail with the opportunity, if and only if he could keep it on target. Mawia, I feel, would have had no chance to save that. That was a good cross under the circumstances. Indian Arrows fighting back, standing up to the cause against Mohammedan Sporting. Mawia plays it long, looking for the Marcus Joseph run. He does well, Marcus Joseph, to hold it up, but Indian Arrows do well. Stojanovic concedes the free kick on that occasion. This is Liban Castania, Sibajit, Hanan. Indian Arrows in possession. Sajjad. Beautiful turn from Vibin. And Milan Singh gives the free kick away a little too close for comfort on Vibin on that occasion. Milan Singh. Hanan to take this free kick. This is Vibin. Hanan again. Shifts it on to Vibin, back to Hanan. Plays it back to the keeper. One Cannelly puts it out. Not a great clearance from Zahid again. Shanmugam Venkatesh not happy with that. Chalova to Vanlal. Chalova again finds the run of Rudovic, but he couldn't keep it in control. Now Indian Arrows on the run. Parthiv Gogoi has pace. Can he match up to Manoj Muhammad's pace? That is, Manoj Muhammad does well, but Parthiv gets it back. Back in possession of Mohammedan Sporting. This is Ashir Akhtar. Halfway through this first half, Mohammedan Sporting and Indian Arrows have had a fascinating battle in the midfield region. But Mohammedan Sporting have taken that one opportunity that came their way. Marcus Joseph, of course, he scored and got a sixth goal in this year's I-League. Skips past the first challenge. This is Sibajit. Sajjad leaving the ball early, playing quick 1-2 touches. And now Sajjad once again runs into trouble with Sheikh Fayaz, gives away the throw-in. I mentioned something about Andrew Chernyshov being calm on the technical area, but I was wrong in that. It's quite unlike what he was in the first match of the league. He was calm and composed, but he's barking instructions continuously. He wants perfection from his team. Indian Arrows player down. I wonder who that is. It's looking like it's Vibin. Yes, it is. Ushers himself up and Hanan to take this free kick for Indian Arrows. Lifts it into the box. Cannot keep it in control there, Suhail. Goes out for another goal kick for Mawia. Plays it short. This is a Akhtar. Bashir being pressed by Suhail. Finds Milan Singh, who switches it onto the left hand side. This is Rudovic. Finds Manoj Muhammad with the cross in. Oh, that's close. That's very close. Mertalin with some good defending on there. Puts it out for the first corner for Mohammedan Sporting. This is where we see Stojanovic. You see Marcus Joseph. He wanted an aerial cross rather than on the ground. And you could see why. But once again, you just see how Mohammedan Sporting draw these Indian Arrow players into their defensive half and then stretch the field out. And that's when Rudovic and Manoj Muhammad and the wings get activated. And that's where Marcus Joseph becomes so dangerous with his runs. It was great. Bit of play from Mohammedan Sporting. Retains possession from Mohammedan Sporting, but gives it away from two Indian Arrows players. Harsh Patre and Sibajit. This is Shaheen. Ashir Akhtar under pressure. Sohail now. Look at the work rate of these Indian Arrows boys. And the pressure has told on Mohammedan Sporting as Milan Singh puts it out for a throw. Venkatesh will be proud of his boys. No matter what the result here, because Bean, he couldn't have hit that better, could he? And Telo Rudovic with a fantabulous effort. It certainly had Zahid scrambling across his goal. Mohammedan Sporting still lead Indian Arrows 1-0. Thanks to a goal from their star hitman Marcus Joseph. Chulova, he brings down Tyson. Not needed there from Chulova once again. Tyson almost outpacing Chulova on that occasion in a wrestling match over there. Chulova with Tyson and just the trailing leg catching Tyson on the head, and the referee ushers the players onto their dugouts for the first cooling break of the match. 6 fouls conceded by Mohammedan Sporting to 5 of Indian Arrows. It's been a good start for Mohammedan Sporting, but Indian Arrows were going toe-to-toe with them. Even now, they're really fighting very hard, but this is that goal. Marcus Joseph. Splendid finish from Marcus Joseph. Great work from Vanlal Ramdika as well. That's his 6th goal. He would like to get more. Curtis is tied with Marcus Joseph on top of the score sheet on 6 goals. He would like to change that out and go past Curtis with one more goal. You can see ball possession. Indian Arrows have 55% of it to Mohammedan Sporting's 45. That just shows how much of a fight this Indian Arrows side have put up against this experienced star Mohammedan Sporting side. But they've got to take those half chances when it comes to them, the Indian Arrows side. Levan Castagna to take this throw in. Takes it long. Finds Suhail, who's been very impressive in the way he's pressed. That's a beautiful dribble past Stojanovic by Parthiv Gogoi. The ball comes in, is not a bad one. Tyson! Oh, just for a moment, it looked like it was creeping into that first post of Mawia. A lot of promise from Indian Arrows here. There you see, almost. Just a little uncomfortable on that ball, Mawia. Vibin keeps it in control. Stojanovic has stayed on the ground. Probably he just stepped on the foot with his studs there. Harsh Patre just walks over to Stojanovic, the Serbian, to apologize to him. We'll just see what happened on that occasion. There you see Stojanovic limping onto his feet. The captain, Shilova, lifts it up for Marcus Joseph. Looks for the header. Sibajit had with not such a great clearance, but Stojanovic couldn't get it under control. Says Harsh Patre. Sibajit switches it onto the left hand side. Tyson now. Sibajit once again. This is Halin. Sibajit. Good spell of possession. This is Tyson. Beautifully spread out. Sajjad coming on the overlapping run, but doesn't quite give the right ball over there, and Mohammedan Sporting back in possession. That's where they really have to really get their act together, Indian Arrows. They've done so well, but in the attacking third, they just have to retain possession a little better as Suhail ends up fouling the captain, the Serbian, Stojanovic on that occasion, who was looking for that touch from Suhail. and goes way over Zahid's goal. No pressure on him. We know that he's got quite a capable left foot on him, Stojanovic. Zahid plays it to Levan Castagna, who hooks it up with no ambition at all on that ball from Levan Castagna. This is Mawiya. Shaheen plays it back to Mawiya. Milan Singh. Stojanovic with some space to work with. Marcus Joseph. So calm on the ball. Almost like the Trinidad and Tobago man has an extra second or two than the other players on the field. Here's Marcus Joseph, Shaheen, Stojanovic. Once again, we see so many passes in the defensive region from Mohammedan Sporting. And then that switch onto the left-hand side to Manoj Muhammad. This is Marcus Joseph. Marcus Joseph with the shot! All we can say is that he deserves that lead on the top scorers chart. He's moved on to 7 goals, Marcus Joseph. Oh boy, what a player this man is. At this moment, he seems unstoppable. Whatever he's touching is turning into gold for this man. Marcus Joseph, take a big bow. Mohammedan Sporting Club are leading 2-0 against an Indian Arrows side. And it's all been the doing of that man on your screen. Marcus Joseph. Oh, look at this for a finish. That's absolutely phenomenal accuracy from Marcus Joseph. Oh, what a player. Indian Arrows come on the attack. It was a good move to begin with. Stojanovic gets the foul on that occasion from Sajjad. The Indian Arrows players must be a little demoralized right now. They've gone toe-to-toe with this Mohammedan Sporting side. And at the end of 40 minutes, it's again that man on the ball, Marcus Joseph, who's made all the difference between the two teams. Here's Marcus Joseph. He looked for that hat-trick today. Like I said, it's extremely important for Mohammedan Sporting to also keep a look on the goal difference as well, because Gokulam Kerala are really upping the ante on the other end. Although they've drawn one match against Naroka Football Club, Mohammedan Sporting are on their way to the 4th victory. They will be a perfect 12 out of 12 points to the 10 of Gokulam Kerala. This is Tyson. Sibajit plays it on to Levan Castagna. This is Helen. Sibajit. And once again, Sibajit. Goes long, Sibajit. Stretches the field onto Sajjad. That's a good run from Sajjad. Chalobah deflects it out for another corner kick for Indian Arrows. Can they pull one back before halftime? Can Indian Arrows have a say in this encounter? Will Mohammedan Sporting allow them a path back into this match. We'll know soon. From this corner, which is a good one in the box. Almost, just almost getting there. Last second, last ditch tackle from Shaheen. What a beautiful delivery that was into the box. But we see a player on the ground clutching his hamstrings, which is not always the sight that you would want to see. Ball possession still 55-45. There's that Marcus Joseph's second goal again. Almost rolling past the goalkeeper Zahid. The corner comes in, but straight to Mawiya this time. Stojanovic goes long to Stojanovic, looking for the run of Rudovic, the Bosnian. Aman Fibin gives it away. Marcus Joseph. This is Rudovic. Can he finish it off? Rudovic! It's been flagged offside, has he? Although it has been stopped on the goal line. It has been flagged offside on Rudovic. Once again, Marcus Joseph, the architect of the move. Hallen stopped the ball from going into the net. And Telo Rudovic. He's had a good half. This is Hallen. Mohammedan Sporting on the move towards the end of the halftime. With 2 minutes to go from the fourth official, Mohammedan Sporting winning 2-0 against Indian Arrows. Ashir Akhtar with the clearance. 2 minutes of injury time shown by the fourth official. Can Indian Arrows pull one back in these 2 minutes, or will Mohammedan Sporting hold on to this 2-goal lead, or maybe add one more? There's a player down on the ground for Indian Arrows, and which is not a great sign. And that's Hallen, the man who was being treated, clutching his hamstring, which is not a great sight for any footballer. And Shanmugam Venkatesh will probably have to take the young defender off, Nikola Stojanovic, and just walking over and having a look at Hallen. All the Mohammedan Sporting footballers are applauding the fight that Indian Arrows are putting up here. Both the coaches, contrasting mood in the campaign. Shanmugam Venkatesh looks a little worried right now, but Mohammedan Sporting, Andrei Chernyshov, very calm on the bench. His team have done very, very well under the circumstances of the Indian Arrows pressure. And that man has taken things into his own hands once again. Marcus Joseph with 7 goals in 4 matches in his 4th match, and he's still not done with the 4th match yet. He's got another half to play. He's leading the scoring charts in this year's I-League once again.